From humble beginnings, the rise of the Rothschild dynasty. The story of the Rothschilds begins in the 18th century. Meyer Amschel Rothschild was born in 1744. He grew up in a modest household, but his keen intellect and ambition set him apart from an early age. He lived in the Jewish ghetto of Frankfurt, Germany. Despite the challenging conditions, he was a bright and ambitious young man. His early life in the ghetto instilled in him a strong work ethic and a desire to improve his circumstances. He started a small business trading coins and money. This was the foundation of a financial empire. His business acumen and integrity quickly earned him a reputation, attracting clients from all over. Meyer had 5 sons. He trained them in the family business. Each son was groomed to be a financial expert, learning the intricacies of banking and trade from their father. They were sent to different European cities. These cities were London, Paris, Vienna, Naples, and Frankfurt. This strategic placement allowed them to create a vast network of financial influence. This strategic move expanded the family's reach. They established a network of banks across the continent. Each son managed a branch, ensuring the family's interests were well represented in major financial centers. The Rothschilds' success was remarkable. They financed governments and industries. Their financial prowess enabled them to support large-scale projects and influence economic policies. They facilitated international trade. They amassed considerable wealth and influence. Their ability to navigate complex financial landscapes made them indispensable to many. They became one of the most powerful banking families in Europe. Their legacy continues to influence the world of finance to this day. Financial pioneers revolutionizing European banking. The Rothschilds were not just bankers, they were innovators. They introduced new financial instruments and practices. They pioneered the use of bonds to finance large-scale projects. They developed sophisticated international banking networks. Their financial acumen was invaluable. They helped stabilize European economies. They financed the construction of railroads and canals. They played a pivotal role in the Industrial Revolution. The Rothschilds' success was built on trust, discretion, and a deep understanding of financial markets. Their reputation for reliability and efficiency made them the go-to bankers for governments and businesses alike. Whispers in the shadows, the genesis of conspiracy. As the Rothschilds' wealth and influence grew, so did suspicion and envy. Rumors began to circulate. These rumors alleged that the family was involved in shady dealings and conspiracies. The seeds of conspiracy were sown in the 19th century. This was a time of social and political upheaval in Europe. The rise of nationalism and anti-Semitism created a fertile ground for prejudice. The Rothschilds, being both Jewish and immensely successful, became easy targets. They were accused of manipulating markets, controlling governments, and profiting from wars. Breeding grounds of prejudice, anti-Semitism, and the Rothschild myth. This myth has persisted for centuries, evolving and adapting to the times, but always rooted in the same baseless hatred and fear. The conspiracy theories surrounding the Rothschilds were deeply rooted in anti-Semitism. These theories were not just random accusations, but were part of a larger narrative that sought to demonize Jewish people as a whole. They drew upon centuries-old stereotypes about Jews and money. These stereotypes painted Jews as greedy and manipulative, always seeking to exploit others for their own gain. The Rothschilds became a symbol of a supposed Jewish cabal that sought to control the world. This idea was perpetuated through various forms of media, including political cartoons and literature. These theories painted the Rothschilds as greedy, manipulative, and disloyal to the countries they resided in. They were often accused of having no allegiance to any nation, only to their own wealth and power. They were accused of placing their own interests above those of the nations they did business with. This narrative was used to justify discrimination and violence against Jewish communities. The Protocols of the Elders of Zion, a fabricated anti-Semitic text that emerged in the early 20th century, further fueled these conspiracies. This document was widely circulated and used to incite hatred and violence. This document falsely claimed to expose a Jewish plot for global domination and often cited the Rothschilds as key players. It was a powerful tool in the arsenal of anti-Semitic propaganda, perpetuating harmful myths that have had lasting impacts. Section 5. Digital Dragon's Teeth Conspiracy Theories in the Age of the Internet. In the 21st century, conspiracy theories about the Rothschilds found new life online. The Internet, with its vast reach and anonymity, provided a breeding ground for misinformation and hate speech. Social media platforms, forums, and websites became echo chambers. Conspiracy theories spread like wildfire. They were amplified by algorithms and shared by users with little regard for their veracity. The Rothschilds became a fixture in online conspiracy theories. They were linked to everything from economic crises and political assassinations to natural disasters and even the spread of diseases. Section 6. Unmasking the myth. Experts debunk Rothschild conspiracies. Despite the persistence of these conspiracy theories, historians, journalists, and financial experts have consistently debunked them. They point to a lack of evidence and the presence of clear factual inaccuracies. The Rothschilds, while undoubtedly wealthy and influential, do not control global finance. They do not own central banks. They are not pulling the strings of world events. These experts argue that the Rothschild conspiracies are a distraction from real issues. They serve as a dangerous scapegoat for complex problems that defy simple explanations. Section 7. Beyond the Smoke and Mirrors. The real legacy of the Rothschilds. It is important to separate fact from fiction. The Rothschilds have been the subject of countless myths and legends, many of which are far removed from reality. To understand their true legacy, we must look beyond the sensationalism and focus on the facts. The Rothschilds were pioneers in finance. They revolutionized banking practices and introduced innovative financial instruments that are still in use today. Their contributions to the financial world cannot be overstated. They played a significant role in shaping the modern world. Their investments fueled the Industrial Revolution, and their financial acumen helped stabilize economies during times of crisis. However, their influence should not be overstated. While they were undoubtedly powerful, they were not the omnipotent figures that some conspiracy theories suggest. Their power had its limits. Nor should it be viewed through the distorted lens of conspiracy theories. Their legacy is complex. It is a tapestry woven with threads of innovation, ambition, and controversy. It is a mix of innovation, philanthropy, and controversy. The Rothschilds were not just financiers. They were also philanthropists who contributed to various social causes and cultural institutions. Like any powerful dynasty, they had their share of successes and failures. Their story is one of triumphs and setbacks, of strategic brilliance and occasional missteps. They were products of their time. The Rothschilds operated in a world that was vastly different from today, and their actions must be understood within that historical context. The Rothschilds have been unfairly demonized. Many of the negative perceptions about them are based on unfounded rumors and prejudices rather than factual evidence. They deserve to be judged on their actions, not on baseless accusations. By examining their true legacy, we can gain a more balanced and nuanced understanding of their impact on history. Section 8. The enduring stain conspiracy theories and their impact. Conspiracy theories have real-world consequences. They erode trust in institutions. They fuel prejudice and discrimination. They can lead to violence. The Rothschild conspiracy theories in particular have contributed to anti-Semitism. They have been used to justify hatred and violence against Jews for centuries. It is crucial to recognize the danger of these theories. We must challenge them whenever we encounter them. Section 9. A call to action combating misinformation in the digital age. We live in an age of information overload. It's more important than ever to be critical thinkers. We must be wary of what we see and read online. We have a responsibility to be discerning consumers of information. We must check sources, verify facts, and be wary of sensationalized claims. Education is key to combating misinformation. We must teach ourselves and others how to identify and debunk conspiracy theories. We must promote media literacy and critical thinking skills.